Hello everyone. Well, a lot of you wanted me to make a video on this ongoing issue of angel broking. So here's my short video giving my opinion on the issue. Well, before we go into the analysis part, let us have a look at the brief particulars of the issue. The face value of the shares being offered is rupees 10 with a price band of rupees 305 on the lower side to 306 on the upper side. IPO size is rupees 600 crores where 300 crores is the fresh issue and 300 crores is being offered for sale by the promoters. The minimum bid size is 49 shares. Now about the company itself, it claims to be one of the independent full-service broking house in India. It is a technologically led financial services company providing broking, advisory services, margin funding, distribution services and is complemented by research and investment advisory. And it claims that 85% of the business is done digitally. The company is promoted by Dinesh D. Thakkar, Ashok D. Thakkar and Sunita A. Mangani. Initially, the company started as a brick and mortar model, but since 2016, the company has gradually been phasing out the brick and mortar model and transforming itself into a digital broking house. Well, as far as the revenue is concerned, the brokerage activity contributes about 65% of the total revenue, while the other activities of depository services, distribution, lending, etc. accounted for the remaining. And this I'm talking about FY 2020. But an important thing to mention here is that the company has not been able to report growth in the last 3 years. Well, the pricing rationale at the upper end of the price band of rupees 306, the company is asking for a 26.5x of FY 20 earnings. And this, according to me, is pretty high for a company which is into a pure broking services. I mean, it's not a rocket science of a business. कोई खास business तो है नहीं. ऐसे बहुत सारे कंपनियां हैं जो digital platform पे online trading offer करते हैं. So ये कंपनी ऐसे कुछ खास अलग से कर नहीं रही है which would demand such a high price valuation. And the company claims that in the first quarter of FY 21, it acquired 350,000 customers. अब इसके बारे में मैं थोड़ी देर में डिस्कस करूंगा कि जो दावा है 350,000 कस्टमर्स कंपनी ने अक्वायर कर लिया है, क्या वो कंपनी के लिए फ़ायदेमंद होगी या नहीं. आई विल जस्ट डिस्कस दैट इन अ मोमेंट. वेल, लाइक आई मेंशन, see, the company is not into some kind of a unique business. It's run-of-the-mill broking house which is being offered by a whole lot of companies across the country. And considering that there are 3 IPOs in this week, you had CAMS, you had Chemcon, and now you have this angel broking. And considering the fact that during these trying times, capital is pretty scarce, I would rather not put my money into a broking services company. I would rather have invested my money into CAMS and Chemcon. Now, coming to this acquisition of customers, see, because of this pandemic situation going on, a lot of people are working from home and a lot of people have lost their jobs. So there has been a mad rush to open डीमैट अकाउंट्स एंड स्टार्ट ट्रेडिंग इन शेयर्स, क्योंकि लोगों को तो लगता है शेयर बाजार में तो पैसे बस ऐसे बन जाते हैं, राइट? सो यू कैन जस्ट मेक मनी लाइक मैजिक. सो देयर हैज बीन अ मैड रश by people to open demat accounts. So obviously all the broking houses have benefited by this surge in the volume of accounts being opened, and even angel broking has benefited from it. But the more important thing is, will these acquisition of account necessarily guarantee an increase in the revenue and the bottom line? I don't think so. खाली customer acquire करने से आपका revenue बढ़ नहीं जाता है. They have to do business. Unless and until you are able to translate these acquisitions into trading volumes, you will not be able to generate profits from these acquisitions. And in any case, the business model is that of high volume but wafer thin brokerages. I mean, volume तो बहुत ज़्यादा होती है इनकी, लेकिन brokerage कितना है? Because आज के competitive ज़माने में the brokerages have reduced to such an extent, some of the broking houses are in fact giving services free of brokerages. So given this situation, acquisition of customers by itself would not translate into bottom line increments. In the recent past, SEBI has been changing the requirements of margin for trading, and not only for trading, even for buying and selling shares. And these changes have drastically affected the volumes. And I'm sure that this would also affect this company. And let us also look at how the shares of other companies which are engaged in similar businesses have fared over the last couple of years. If you look at shares of Edelweiss, it has eroded 76% in value over the last 3 years. In fact, 36% in last 1 year itself. Look at the shares of MK Global. They have eroded by 81% in the last 3 years. And shares of Motilal Oswal have eroded by almost 48% in the last 3 years. So given this kind of a situation, I don't think that this IPO is very attractive to the investor. So in my opinion, I think I would rather give this IPO a miss because there are other IPOs which are better than this. So the bottom line is, I would advise you to skip this issue and stay away from it. That's all for today. Stay safe, stay healthy, and ciao.